So many of you have probably heard that the US imposed tariffs have been put on hold. But what if the unpredictable President Trump decides to bring them back after the 30 days? Now, I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I think it would be helpful to look at how these tariffs could potentially affect the Canadian housing market. That way, we can be ready if things actually do take a turn. Hi there and welcome. I'm Sonia Ramgobin, realtor with RE/MAX, servicing the Durham region and the GTA. And as always, my hope is that these videos keep you informed and help you navigate the real estate market with confidence. So now let's talk about these tariffs and how they could affect the Canadian housing market. So first off, what are tariffs? So a tariff is basically a tax that is charged on imported goods. So for example, when tariffs are added, the cost for materials like lumber and steel, for example, increase in price. This means businesses will have to pay more to buy these materials. So in order for these businesses to make up for that extra cost, they will then raise their prices. And in the end, it's the consumer, so you and me, that are the ones that end up paying more. So now that we know what tariffs are, let's talk about how they could impact the housing market if they are actually put in place. So one big change that we might see is higher cost for builders, which then could lead to higher prices for buyers. As I mentioned earlier, materials like wood and steel could become more expensive to purchase, making it more costly for builders to actually build homes. And as a result of this, the prices of new build homes would likely go up, making them less affordable for buyers. Another change that we might see, which is just building on what I just mentioned, is the impact on renovations. So homeowners that are thinking of doing home renovations to increase resale value might end up spending more money. So whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, or basement remodel, any project that requires imported material could cost a lot more. So this added expense might make homeowners think twice about going ahead with those upgrades, which could impact the resale value of their home if they decide to put it up for sale. Finally, I think the biggest impact that we could see is further slowdown in the housing market. And this can happen in several ways, so let me explain further. So buyer confidence and affordability has slowly improved in the recent months thanks to the 6 consecutive interest rate cuts. However, because of this tariff threat, it has now made people more cautious than ever. Many are feeling uncertain and worried about potential job losses. So in times like these, people often delay big financial decisions like buying a home because they're unsure about their future. And this is totally understandable. But as a result of this, this can lead to an even greater slowdown in the housing market. However, I'm going to give you a different perspective on this. This could actually be an opportunity for first-time buyers. A potential slowdown in the housing market could be the opportunity that many first-time buyers have been waiting for. Some buyers have been sitting on the sidelines hoping for the market to actually dip before they jump in. If the home prices do drop during this period, first-time buyers might find better deals, especially on homes that have been on the market for a while. So that's a big win for them. In addition to this, we may also see an increase in inventory. So if we see an increase in people losing their jobs, we might also see more homes that are hitting the market because people might be forced to sell due to their financial situations. So this could lead to a rise in inventory, which might put even more downward pressure on home prices, which is a benefit for buyers, but not so much for sellers. And lastly, we could see changes in interest rates. So hear me out here. The direction of interest rates could go either way. So let me explain. So if inflation rises, the Bank of Canada might respond by lowering interest rates even more in order to encourage borrowing and stimulate the economy. However, if the economy slides into a recession, we could see interest rates rise as a way of stabilizing the economy. So the Bank of Canada will need to carefully figure out the best approach for adjusting interest rates if we head into times like this. Well, there you have it. I know it was a lot to take in, but this issue is pretty complex and has a lot of moving parts. How the Canadian housing market will be affected depends on how all these factors come together. And even though we can't control tariffs, in my opinion, staying informed and prepared can help you make a better decision for your situation. My advice for buyers, sellers, or investors is to stay flexible and be ready to adapt. If tariffs do happen, it might be beneficial to reach out to a trusted professional that can help you guide you through your specific situation and give you options renovations for your particular situation. So if you found this video helpful, it would mean the world to me if you shared it with someone who might benefit from it too. And if you want to stay up to date on more real estate trends, tips, and advice, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions or need any help navigating the real estate market, feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.